What is up, Pit Barrel Nation? I finally did it. I busted out the 22-inch barrel, pit barrel. They make a 14-inch, they make an 18-inch. We busted out the 22-inch today. This thing's made for like 4 briskets, 8 ribs, all kinds of stuff. You could put a whole restaurant in this thing. It's way too big for me, way too big for my family, but why go small when you can go big? We do everything big here on the Race Plays Food Network. Yes, the little one, Kroc showing you the little one. We're gonna use this later to sear off of. We're gonna sear the tri-tip off there. We've got charcoal in the barrel, ready to go. We're almost at temp, so we need to get inside and season that tri-tip. Let's go inside. All right, this is our tri-tip. Some of this gray skin you definitely want to get off for sure. You want to get off the gray skin, but sometimes you don't have too much time. Like I've got about 3 hours to get this thing done before I got to pick up the wife, and I don't mind a little bit of fat. This thing had a big old fat cap. I took it off. I might take some more of this off right here. There's our tri-tip. I didn't get crazy. What you can go nuts on this. You can continue to cut this. Every bit that you don't like off of it, you'll be here all day. I don't got a lot of time, so I just trimmed it up. Just a quick trim, little aerodynamic. There was a big piece right there. I just made it a little bit more aerodynamic. I can go in here, probably get this piece right here. It's just gonna give you a better product at the end. So yeah, getting all that gray skin on helps, but you don't gotta get too crazy with it, especially if you don't have a lot of time. We're gonna hope that that blenders out. We're gonna use a little olive oil. Get that all in the binder. Gonna use my special pepper and salt, basically. Simple pepper and salt.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, yes, exactly. There you go, buddy. Thank you for that. I had trouble speaking today for some reason. So we're gonna get that on nice and even. You don't gotta get crazy with it because this is just the first layer. The first layer. Get it on every side, even on this part right here. Make sure you get oil on this side as well. It's a nice binder. I like to go like this. Try to get it as even as possible. Very high with this seasoning. Some people pat, some people don't. I do a little bit of both. The second part is this Flaming Bull Beef by Gordo's Barbecue. You can only get this through me. Hit me up in the comments if you need to get some of this. Gordo's Magic Rub. It's Gordo's Barbecue Magic Rub, the Flaming Bull Beef. I'll put that on there as well. This stuff really is magic, just like it says on the bottle. Gordo's Barbecue. Shout out to Gordo's Barbecue. As even as I can get it without being French. Cool. Let's take that out. Actually, before we even take it out, it's got the seasoning on it. One thing it is, I'm used to cooking on a barrel smoker, like a full-on side cooker where everything's flowing. That's why I got it aerodynamic. I'm used to just taking this, putting it on the thing, but with the barrel, you're gonna use these hooks. The pit barrel, you need to hook it, and so we're gonna hook it right in the center. And we're gonna hang that in the barrel. We also have our probe. And I know it's going to look crazy. Hopefully this is a good spot for it. Won't know until we get to the barrel. But at least it's in the center somewhere. And that's going to give us some temp. Cool, let's take this outside. Boom. Alright, so this, supposedly, you can put it right on the side of that, which is pretty cool. Haven't done that in a while. Here's our hook. When it gets hot, you're going to want to use these little daddies. To put it on and take off. Makes it so convenient. Look at that. Right there. Kind of want it away from the heat for now. Let's see how that helps. Let's see how that works. Got to figure out a way. Pit barrel doesn't have any meters. That's the only thing about pit barrel. There are no temps involved, so you got to kind of get yourself a meter from ThermalWorks, which ThermalWorks has the best freaking meters. I'll put the link in the description. And I like this one right here because it's got the dual. We're going to put it on this side. And I want to end it at 125, okay? That's my go-to for tri-tip. Set this bad boy to ring off and go crazy at 125. Now, you can put in the comments, I could be totally wrong. That's my number. That's what I like to do. Put in the comments what you like. I like to stop it at 125. It just gives me more it gives me a little bit of a cushion, so that when I go to sear it off, it's not like I'm freaking gonna burn it or anything like that. All right, let's close it up. And let it ride. All right, remember all those trimmings that we took off? Well, got some water that's gonna boil here. We're gonna add a bunch of salt to it. And a lot of pepper. Like a lot. All right, and let that boil. Once it starts to boil, add your meat. Or your fat, the fat renderings that we're gonna create with this. We're gonna let that render down for a few hours as the tri-tip cooks. Possibly use some of that juice in the boat while it's resting. Boom. All right, we hit 125. Let's see what she looks like. We haven't looked at it at all. If you're looking, you ain't cooking. Ooh, that's looking good already. Okay, let's take her out. Make sure you got a good grip on this thing. I don't want to drop it. Actually, hold on a second. Take this out. There we go. Stayed 300 almost the whole way. I wish it would say at 276, but I don't have time for that. 318 is perfect. 318 the whole way. Hit 125 in about an hour. We put it on at 3 o'clock. It's almost 4 o'clock. It's already 4 o'clock now. So let's get this hook out of it. And let's take it over to the baby pit barrel. Baby pit barrel. Let's see if we can get a sear of it. Ooh. And we're just going to sear it off till we get to about 130 internal. And we're good to go. And that's it. We just want to get a little sear on it, get a little color. Once it's got the color, we'll take it on inside. And tell you what we're going to do with it inside. Alright, now we got to wrap it, let it rest. This thing's going to be super juicy as it is, but just in case, a little bit of our beef stock that we made earlier. Just glaze it over a little bit. Like that. Leave it for a minimum of 30 minutes resting. All right, the grain's running this way, so I'm going to try to go as much this way as possible. Whoa. Pretty good. Look at the juice. Juicy, juicy, juicy. What do you think?
Good.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment below and make sure you subscribe for more killer videos by Ray's Flaves.